As you can see, that vent looks awful. I should work on that. There's a paint can that I'm just not doing anything with, so I should also finish that. And here's the other one, which doesn't match the first one, but somehow looks better. Not really sure how, because it still looks awful, but it's better. Welcome to the channel. My name's Matthew, and today I'm working on a project that I swear I didn't forget about. I've just simply been avoiding. We need to get rid of this ductwork situation. I mean, well, not get rid of it, but we gotta make it look better. As you can see, these ducts were laid out by someone that obviously hated this home. I'm never gonna be able to rationalize some of these runs, but ironically, this looks better than some of the other areas in the basement. So even though it doesn't look like they tried, believe me, this is trying. The goal is to push the ductwork into the perimeter of the room rather than haphazardly mushed into the room. First things first, why it's been run through a doorway instead of an opening right there, I won't ever understand. First thing we're gonna do is pop all these straps down that are haphazardly smooshing it up there and kind of see what kind of length we have to work with. Sure. Oh, that's a tough one. Get. Gotta set down the hammer. Get. Ah, sure. Oh, there was a lot of stuff on top of that. What's crazy here is this is how dirty the outside of the ductwork is. I can only imagine, based on our HVAC unit, how dirty the inside of this thing is. I should probably skip what I'm doing altogether and just buy new ductwork. Well, first I'm gonna clean it. And then when we get it open here in a second to move it, then we'll see. Well, then we'll see if I should have just replaced it. We'll see. Not ready to make that call yet. It's probably all that nicotine holding it on there. And all that years of crap dumped down the tube. Come on, go. You can't see is the end of all the horrifying stuff. And what you also can't see is the smell. There's a smell in here that's reminiscent of the HVAC unit. So unfortunately, this is gonna get replaced. Thank goodness I already cleaned the outside. Oh, and it's turning on. Oh, we gotta get out of here. So while the plans change on getting new ductwork, because that wasn't in the cards originally, this part is gonna stay the same. We're gonna install a 90-degree adapter. Then we're going to use a 6-inch round adapter to a 6-inch oval adapter. The reason is, honestly, it probably would have not smushed it too much, but I hate seeing the ductwork all smushed. So the oval will give us a whole bunch more clearance. So in theory, we can make that box a little bit tighter to the ceiling, but honestly, probably not, but at least it's worth a shot. So remember, just like in real life, everything is sharpened. It wants to hurt you. I hate buying couplers, so I just snapped a little bit of this guy here and crunched it inwards. That way I don't have to buy a third piece to connect two pieces together. Stupid. Yep. Okay, I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm gonna throw some self-tapping screws around the outside. Similar to True Trailer Park Girls. That'll hold this thing together, and then we're going to actually seal it up with some, ta-da, duct tape. Remember, you don't want to use actual duct tape for this. Well, it's duct tape. You don't want to use duct tape. Well, you want to use duct tape. You want to use foil-lined tape. You want to use foil tape. Not like the thing that has like a picture of like a duck on it. I know it's confusing. I would like to use tapes with animals on it as well, but... So when you do slip these things to make them fit together when they're not supposed to, this is my $10,000 in one trick. Run your screw through the outside layer, the inner layer that you cut, and then the inner layer that you cut, and connect all three pieces crappily together. One more, just for color, you know? Oh, you know what? Let's put it on the top. That way in 25 years when I take up smoking and somebody's trying to redo this whole area, they're going to have to take the whole thing down to get to that one screw. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Oh, they're gonna love that. Now we're actually gonna seal this up using our duct tape. Remember, don't use actual duct tape. Use duct tape. Very clear. I don't understand how this could possibly be any more clear on what you should use. So since we cut this to get around that, problem of buying 3 pieces to put 2 together, go ahead and roll your tape up a little bit far. Oh no, now it's all kinked. Oh no. Look what I've done. Unbelievable. It's kind of believable actually. You get what you pay for around here, and labor's cheap. Okay. Oh, well, that's... Okay. Well, what I was going to say before this turned into, well, this is go all the way over that seam that you cut into there. Oh, the AC unit's back on. Good. So it's going to smell like smoke in here again. Great. So just take a dirty rag and really work it in. Because remember, if you don't push this in, it's not going to seal well. And then it's going to want to try to flake off. Ah, this paper towel reeks of wet cigarettes. Jesus Christ. Why does everything in this house smell like wet cigarettes? So I've got our duct piece mocked up. We got a 90-degree angle, we got our adapter, and we got our oval piece in there. I had planned on actually buying duct insulation separately. But since the old ductwork is only mildly horrifyingly dirty on the outside and disgustingly dirty on the inside, I figured we could salvage the old insulation since it looks relatively not on fire. Nothing so far this morning has told me it's going to be easy. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, not terrible. Maybe if I straddle it. Yeah. Oh, gotta straddle it harder. Oh, that's tearing. Okay, let's just do this the other way. Taking it all up. Oh, yeah, there's the tear. That explains why that wasn't going so hot. Bundle you up like a child. I believe this is the actual time where normal duct tape, not duct tape, but normal duct tape, the one with the duck on it, could actually be useful. But we're gonna use the tape of champions. Nothing but the most expensive tape to waste on attaching used insulation to a duct pipe. Now let's grab our trash bag that goes along the outside. Oh, I can already feel the itchiness setting in. Just got back from Home Depot and got some new ductwork that's not covered with cigarettes, and we sprung for the thicker insulation of the two. Mainly because that's the only thing they had in stock. I'm not going to make the mistake of cutting fiberglass again Without a mask. Not 2 times in one day. Unless I do it. I'm just dumb enough to do it. So we've already got this vent disconnected, and ironically inside this tube, it's way cleaner. So maybe some tubes were replaced or something happened. I don't know. Who knows what happened to this house before we got in here? Who knows what's gonna happen to this house when we're in here? So I'm gonna strip all the gross tape off this thing, because that didn't work well, and clean her out and give her the old college try. On the long term, we're probably gonna put an HVAC vent in here. Just pointing down and blasting some air in here. It's really not needed in the summer because it's ironically super hot today and it's beautiful down here. But in the winter, with single pane windows, I know I could just replace the windows, whatever. We're just gonna have something down here, and I think that'll be the something I desire. Okay, that's a fun little substance. All right. I haven't really figured out the technique to getting this on here. In my head, you would think you could get it on the side that you can't see, and then you'd work it to the side that you can see, and you're trying to work it around. But all I found that does is, so that means you started on the side you can't see, but that's the first side you got to go back to where it's not connected when you think you get it connected. Yeah, no, that didn't do anything. That's still barely on there. There we go. I guess it did do something. It's possible that I should just stop this project entirely and give up. That was the cue for this to go right, and I'd be like, oh, never mind. Didn't happen. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. I'm not going to give up. So we'll just get you and start shoving you up there. Oh, that'll be perfect. Yeah. My whole goal was to get everything just high enough that we can extend a box out basically to cover this up, but it wouldn't be any lower than the window. because that's going to make this whole window situation a nightmare. Perfect. There. Let's tuck you up and okay, stay there. I don't care. It's hot. I'm tired. I ain't got time for this. But if Honey Pizza comes home and sees nothing done, she's going to assume I didn't do anything. So when I was at Home Depot, I picked out a new vent. And since we all saw earlier how good this one looks and feels and smells, my thought process is when she comes in the door, she's going to be expecting me to do something today on my day off. And if she doesn't go downstairs, she's not going to know I did anything. So I can kind of kill two birds with one HVAC vent. It's a win-win-win scenario. Look at that. So then you just take this guy and hopefully it fits. Didn't really measure too much, but hey, doesn't matter. Didn't need to measure. So if you like this, you should subscribe and like it. If you don't, I get it. I honestly get it. This wasn't fun for me either. But you have a good day.